What's going on, ladies and gentlemen? This is your Umbrella Spear community leader, the Umbrella Roster 97 here, and I'm back here with another game stream. You have read that title. So, in today's game stream, I'm going to be doing another gameplay walkthrough of Grand Theft Auto Vice City, the Definitive Edition. You heard it right here, folks. Today, I'm going to go ahead and actually be doing this game stream of Grand Theft Auto Vice City, the Definitive Edition. So I'm going to go ahead and see if there's going to be some people in the live chat. And most likely, this is going to be a stream that I will be addressing. And it's going to be something serious, but not that serious, though. Because I've got a lot of, stuff to be vetting out when it comes to this particular individual. Which, by the way, I'm pretty sure that there's going to be some members in the live chat, well, some people in the live chat who don't really like this particular individual, which I will get to in just a second. But I'm going to go ahead and see if there's going to be some people in the live chat, so that way I can actually go ahead and actually vent some stuff out, because all I can really say as of right now is when it comes to this particular individual, I'm not even surprised that, he's just, I guess you could say doing some drama, and that is something that we shouldn't let slide in this community. But I'm gonna go ahead and wait and see if there's gonna be some people who will make an appearance in the live chat, because I've got some stuff that I do want to be venting out. So I will get to the topic in just a second, but I just want to go ahead and just make sure if there's gonna be some people in the live chat. So yeah, that's one thing that I want to say. Wait, hold on. I have to go check out something really quick, so I'll be back in about like a minute or so. Okay, so give me 1 second. Okay, I'll be back really quick. Okay, I'm back. Let's go ahead and see who's in the live chat right now. Hey, Daniel Z, what's up, man? This is what you said right now. I'm getting Chick-fil-A tonight. So I see. So all I can really say as of right now, Daniel Z, is that's actually pretty good to hear that you're actually getting some Chick-fil-A as far as, tonight is or whatever. But one thing that I want to say in regards to you, Daniel Z, is, hopefully that you can actually be, enjoying yourself when it comes to Chick-fil-A and stuff like that. So yeah. But one thing that I want to be saying in regards, I will get to the topic in just a second, but I'm just going to go ahead and wait and see if there's going to be some people who will make an appearance though. So I think normally I would start the gameplay like right now, but I want to just go ahead and just make sure there's going to be some people in the live chat. Yep. But not only that, all I can really say as of right now is I want to do everything I can to make sure if I can, how do I say this? How do I put this lightly? I want to see if I can get some more games and stuff like that. So this is one thing that I want to say in regards to this topic. Originally, I was going to be doing this on StreamYard, but unfortunately, I'm not going to have a chance to be doing that because you could say, I guess you could say to a certain extent, my computer needs some repairs at the moment. So I'm not going to say like the full details as of right now, but one thing that does matter is this topic. And one thing that I want to say in regards to this particular individual, but I just want to go ahead and just make sure there's going to be some people in the live chat, because I know for a fact that one of my subscribers slash supporters, you could say that this person doesn't really like this particular individual, and for a good reason though. I mean, there's other people that just don't want to associate with him. And for those who don't know, it's actually a he. So yeah, but I just want to go ahead and just make sure if there's gonna be some, more people in the live chat before I actually get started with this. But if there's not really gonna be a lot of people in the live chat, then I guess I'll just go ahead and just do some gameplay walkthrough, and then that's what I can do at the moment. Yep. But one thing that I have been noticing is this doesn't make sense when it comes to this particular individual is he has a habit of, putting content out there and then the very next minute he literally deletes it for absolutely no reason whatsoever. It's like, so this is what I would say. It's like, what is wrong with you? Like, for real. What in the hell is wrong with you? It's like you put content out there, but then all of it, and then the very next minute, you end up deleting it for no reason whatsoever. Like, doesn't make any sense. But anyways, I'm gonna go ahead and see who's in the live chat right here, right now. Hey, Witcher King. What's up, man? Okay, so one thing that I want to say as of right now is I'm pretty sure that Witcher King can actually back me up in the live chat because I'm pretty certain that he knows exactly what type of individual that I'm actually talking about as of right now. Because one thing that is for certain though, and I actually did have some conversation with Winter King about this, is let's just say that he doesn't necessarily like this particular clown since day fucking one. Like, for real, it's not only just Winter King, but myself and other people, we don't seem to be liking this individual, and there is a good reason why we don't want to associate with him whatsoever. And if he's gonna be, if he's gonna get triggered because of that, then let him, because that's what he can do. But anyways, let me go ahead and see what J Dog is. I believe he's gonna be saying, "What's the point of being a YouTuber if you can't keep the videos up long?" Yeah, I agree with you on that. Let me see what Winter King is saying right now. This clown is pathetic. Yep. All I can really say as of right now is I could definitely agree with the both of you on this one. So I'm actually referring to both J Dog and Winter King, which, by the way, I will get to some more comments in just a second really quick. So I'm actually noticing that the comments are actually going a bit fast, but let me just go ahead and see if I can check out some more comments. Oh, keep this in mind. I'm actually using, two devices right now. So the first one, well, the one I'm using, I'm playing a game. And then the next one, I'm actually using a device to check out my live chat. So I'm actually looking at the YouTube live chat so that way I can actually check out your comments. So, yeah. But anyways, let me go ahead and see what J-Dog is going to be saying about this. Okay. This dude is something else. Let me see what Winter King say right now. Yep, he was shady as fuck when I first heard of him. Let's see what J Dog is gonna be saying. Bro, think he's all that. Yep, I can actually agree with the both of you where you're actually saying as of right now. So yeah. Yep. So all I can really say as of right now is, wait, hold on, just a second, really quick. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and see if there's gonna be some other comments really quick. So, but I'm not gonna address too much about what he's actually doing. So yeah. So this is what I apparently heard from this particular individual. Let me see what J Dog's saying right now. Bro, think he has the nerve to attack family members? Like, that's not cool, dude. Let me see what you're also saying, J Dog. Attacking other people's family members, really, dude? Not cool, dude. Yep, I can definitely agree with J Dog on this one. So you know what? I guess I can go ahead and just say the name in just a bit. But yeah, I mean, it's in his name, like the title and stuff like that. Which, keep this in mind. This is one thing that I do want to be addressing, and not only that, but if, let's just say, for example, if he tries to make a live stream on me, don't be surprised because this dude is known for responding to people, and in my own personal opinion, he's just triggered. Like, I'm gonna say how it is. He's just triggered. So yeah, and I'm pretty sure that even Winter King can vouch for me on this one. Oh yes, Winter King. I actually want to get to that comment. The one you just said right now. Okay, let me see what you're saying right now. When he came to your one stream back in 2023, he started drama on your stream and basically started a civil war. Yup, that is exactly what he did, Winter King. And the name of the culprit. Wait, give me one second. Shoot, I keep forgetting the name sometimes. Okay, give me one second. Alrighty then. Okay, you know what? I'm gonna say it. Kadeem the King. There, I said it. So it's none other than Kadeem the King of what he actually tried to do on that one live stream that I actually did back in 2023. I mean, I'm not gonna say the full details and stuff like that, but it's like this. If he actually wanted to have a civil conversation with me back in like 2023, he could have reached out to me in the DM. But after what he did, and just recently this year, no, there is no talking things out because I am not interested of reasoning with someone who thinks about his ego and stuff like that. So I am so not interested of talking things out with this particular individual. So that's one thing that I will say. But I'm gonna go ahead and see if I can get to some more comments in just a second really quick. So wait, is it just me or is J-Dog actually trying to wait, what is J-Dog trying to be doing? Is he trying to like put the comments like at the same time or oh, it must have been a typo, but that's understandable. Yep. But let me go ahead and get to some other comments really quick. Okay, so just give me 1 second really quick. Okay, so now I do see some comments really quick from Winter King. So let me go ahead and see if I can get to Winter King and eventually J Dog. Okay, so let me go ahead and see what Winter King is going to be saying about this right now. He made me uncomfortable when I see his Facebook posts and shit. Let me see what J Dog is going to be saying right now. Okay, this is what J Dog is saying right now. Princess fucking Peach. All I can really say as of right now, J Dog, is that name definitely does suit him. Like for real, it definitely does suit him. Yep. And I'm gonna go ahead and see if I can get to some more comments. Oh, and by the way, this is also one thing that I do want to be addressing because, he tried to make this community his own, which, newsflash, he is not the leader in this community and he will never will be because the stuff that he's been doing, not cool. Like for real. If I'm gonna say how it is, it's not even cool. Okay, so let me go ahead and see what Winter King's gonna be saying about this. And his group chat was a ripoff towards the Venom Spear. That is true from what I've heard. Okay, let me see what J-Dog's gonna be saying. I remember he removed the Venom Spear group chat and turned it into his group chat. Like, dude, just leave the group chat. Yeah, exactly. All I can really say as of right now is he should have just leave it the way it is, but nope. This is from what I've been hearing is so at the same time, all I can really say as of right now is he tried to make so many changes since, I guess you could say since TD Venom departed this community. Well, he wanted to focus more on his music, but when certain people tried to let Kadeem in this community, he tried to make it his way, which keep this in mind, he is not the leader of this community. Like, it ain't gonna happen. Like, for real. Okay, let me see what J-Dog's gonna be saying about this really quick. Okay, let me see what he's saying. It's that simple. Okay, let me go ahead and see what you're also gonna be saying right now. Like, he changed the group chat name into his own group chat. Like, really, bro? Really? You can leave the group chat if you want. We didn't know what the time, but still. I can honestly agree where you're actually coming from, J-Dog, but one thing that is for certain though is he's the type of person that is not going to be changing, and not only that, but we just need like a better movement for this community, like a better leader and stuff like that. So yeah, and keep this in mind. I'm not gonna be addressing that particular individual because this isn't about like her or something like that. But yeah, I'm not gonna be saying, saying that particular name. But anyways, let me go ahead and see what Winter King is saying right now. TG is a better leader. I agree with you on that. Let me see what J Dog is saying right now. Yeah, he is. Let me see what J Dog is also saying. And Winter King is the real king. Yep. But I'm gonna go ahead and see if there's some. Give me 1 second. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and see if there's gonna be some more comments really quick because one thing that is for certain though is I have a lot of stuff that I want to be addressing. Okay, so give me 1 second really quick. So I would appreciate if some of the comments can be slowed down a bit because I want to go ahead and make sure that, you gentlemen get to say your piece on this. But give me 1 second really quick. Okay, let me see what J Dog is going to be saying about this. Okay. Yep. He turned the original group chat into his group chat and he tried to turn us against you, which, by the way, it failed miserably. Let me see what you're also saying, J-Dog. Like, I remember he tried to turn us against you. Okay, keep this in mind. One thing that I want to be saying when it comes to that is it ain't gonna happen because, I guess you could say this was like back then, but I'm actually seeing more and more people that are just, that don't want to associate with them. There is a good reason for that because, it's like what I said earlier. It's like he puts his content out there and then all of a sudden he just straight up deletes it. It's like either you're a YouTuber or you're not. It's like make up your mind because I just find that to be flip-flopping at its finest. So yeah, that's one thing I want to say. But anyways, let me see what J Dog is going to be saying about this. He was also the gateway to killing off the Venom Spirit community. I have to agree with you on that. Let me see what you also said. I could tell by the way he did to our original group chat. He's jealous of TG Venom. Yep. So everything that you're saying as of right now, J Dog, is nothing but the straight up truth. And if certain people are going to try to deny that, then there's nothing I can really do anything about that. Or we can't really do anything about that. But one thing that is for certain, though, is people just need to wake up and actually realize what he's actually doing to our community. And this is one thing that I have been noticing is even if we try to have new members in our community, Kadeem is the type of person that will start drama with them for no reason whatsoever. So yeah, but let me go ahead and see what you're gonna be saying as of right now, Jado. Like he's responsible for what happened to the Venom Spear community. Oh yeah, I can definitely 100% agree with you on that, J-Dog. Like he is definitely responsible for what happened to the Venom Spirit community. But at the same time, this is just my own personal opinion. If certain people or certain members in this community just have to call him out for, for what he's doing. But this is one thing that I don't like is there's nothing wrong with holding, your own community accountable. But the problem is like certain people don't want to be doing that, unfortunately. It's like it needs to happen. But unfortunately, certain members don't want to be doing that. I mean, I'm not gonna like say anything bad about them or throw them under the bus. No, I'm not doing that. I mean, that's not what I'm gonna be doing. But let me see what you're saying right now, J Dog. I mean, if half of this community want to be cool with them, that's on y'all. But I'm saying y'all better be prepared because y'all may never know what could happen. Yep. But one thing that I do want to be saying as of right now is, this is something that I have to be talking about as of right now because, okay, so this is one thing that I want to say in regards to all the communities. I'm talking about every community is we just want to make sure we have better new members and I guess sometimes it's just best to just have some replacement and this guy Kadeem the King needs to be replaced in a way. Well, I'm not like I said I'm not trying to like force like that's not what I'm doing. Like I'm not literally forcing, but we could have new members, but if we try, I've seen this before. If we try to have new members, then there's gonna be some drama involved, and it shouldn't happen. Okay, let me see what Daniel G is saying right now. I'm back. Okay, let me see what J Dog is saying right now. We're not forcing anyone. We want y'all to be prepared. This is like a warning stream. Yep. But everything what you're actually saying right now in the live chat, this actually goes out to you, J Dog, and I'm pretty sure that you can back me up on this one, Winter King. Both of you are saying nothing but straight up facts in the live chat, and that's one thing that I will give credit to the both of you. Yep. So that's one thing that I will be saying, and I will get to some other comments in the live chat in just a second. I think I'm just gonna go ahead and just talk with you people, and then I'll do a bit of a gameplay walkthrough, but yeah. So just give me 1 second. Okay, let me see what Winter King is gonna be saying right now. He simps over Ice Spice like, bro, really? You can't think of another woman besides Ice Spice? I see that shit on Facebook way back. Goddamn buffoon. Yep. It's like, really? Out of all these women that you actually like, Ice Spice? It's like, dude, you are just straight up a simp at this point. Like, straight up. You are nothing but a straight up simp. And this is why certain people can't take him seriously, because he just likes to simp. You know. So that's one thing that I have been noticing. But I'm gonna go ahead and see if I can get to some other comments really quick. Alrighty then, so just give me one particular second. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and get to some other comments from J Dog. Okay, so let me see if I can get to J Dog's comment really quick. Yeah, look at mine and Dylan's group. We have chill people in our group. I've always have chill people in my group since the very beginning. I agree with you on that. Let me see what you're also saying right now, J Dog. Ice Spice already has a man, I think. Yep. But one thing that I want to say as of right now, J Dog, is I can definitely agree where you're actually coming from. That you just said, I've always have chill people in my group since the very beginning. Like, that part I can definitely agree with you on. Like, for real, straight up. But I'm going to go ahead and see if there's going to be some more comments. And then, I guess in a bit, I'm going to go ahead and get to some gameplay walkthrough. Okay, so, wait, let me see what Daniel G is going to be saying right now. Is it okay if I do a birthday stream Thursday? Leave it to me and Funny Guy, Daniel G. So, yeah. But one thing that is for certain as of right now, Daniel Z, is I'm actually trying to vent out some things, if anything. So, yeah. But let me go ahead and see if there's going to be some more comments really quick in the live chat. Because one thing that is for certain, though, is thankfully I'm actually venting this out. So I'm going to go ahead and actually see if there's going to be some more comments. Yep. You know what's even hilarious? I believe this one time Kadeem actually tried to make a diss on a person that had like 7,000 subscribers, I think. You know what actually happened next? He actually deleted it. It's like, really, dude? Because you knew you were going to get destroyed. How predictable. But I'm going to go ahead and see what Winter King's going to be saying right now. Ice Spice is... Wait, I can't even... Never mind. I think I can agree with him that, like, she's whack as fuck. But anyways, yeah. I think what you meant to say right now, Winter King, is Ice Spice is whack as fuck. Yep. So I believe that's the one thing that you and I can actually agree on. But let's be honest, it's like, who really listens to Ice Spice? It's like, I try listening to at least one time, and if I'm gonna be saying it how it is, she is just whack. I can't stand her music. It's like, I got nothing against her as a person. No, like personality wise, I got nothing against that. But when it comes to music wise, no, straight up trash. And I'm pretty sure that some people can actually vouch for me on this one. Like, for real, who would want to listen to that? But anyways, let me go ahead and see if I can get to J Dog's comment really quick. Okay, this is what he's saying right now. Her music is trash. Let me see what you're also saying right now, J Dog. He caused a lot of damage. He wants to tell lies about people. He killed a amazing community and all the above. Yeah, like that is one thing that Kadeem actually did, J Dog. Like I'm just saying it how it is. And I guess you could say to a certain extent is he was like the main cause of what happened back in 2023. And sort of people want to say, oh, this particular individual, like this woman killed our community, which by the way, in my own personal opinion, and I'm gonna say it how it is, in my own personal opinion, no, she did not kill our community. And by the way, I'm not gonna be saying her name because I do want to respect her privacy. So if anyone destroyed this community, Venom Spear is, you know, in 2023, it's none other than Kadeem. So yeah, but let me see what Winter King is gonna be saying about this. I get it. She has a big ass, but simping over her, jeez. It's like, is that the best that she can actually, no, is that the best that he can actually like about her? Like, really, dude? Just really? Wow. But I'm gonna go ahead and see if there's, just give me one particular second really quick. Okay, sorry about that. I just got a bit lost, but I just want to go ahead and see if there's gonna be some more comments really quick. Okay, so I do see them, and I do apologize if I happen to miss some comments in the live chat. I will get to the new ones in just a second, but I want to go ahead and, let some people say their piece really quick. Just give me one second. Okay, so let me go ahead and see what J-Dog is going to be saying right now. I like women, but I don't simp over them. I agree with you on that. Let me see what you're also saying. Simping can make you look like a goofy ass clown. Yep. So, yeah. Wait, give me one second. I'll have to go check something really quick. All right, I'm back. I do apologize, and I don't like to do that sometimes. Whenever I, turn off my microphone or turn it back on, it just gets really annoying, and I do apologize about that. But yeah, but I guess you could say this is gonna be like part one of the warning stream. I'm not quite sure if I might keep this around for very long, but who knows? But hopefully, I'll give some more details by tomorrow or something. But I'm gonna go ahead and get to some more comments, and I do apologize if I happen to miss some comments really quick. So my bad on that one. But anyways, let me go ahead and see what Winter King gonna be saying right now. God damn, he was horny for her. Yup, I actually agree where you're actually coming from, Winter King. I mean, that's what he's like known for. Like for real. And nothing about, Kadeem the King actually surprises me because this is the one thing that I want to say right now is look, this is the way I see it. for myself and to some people in the live chat, we've got nothing against this community, but it's like, why can't you hold like this particular member accountable for his own actions? It's like myself and other people, we make mistakes and we know how to hold ourselves accountable. But when it comes to this particular individual, he doesn't want to do that. He just wants to listen to his ego. And the way I see it, he's nothing but a Kanye West 2.0 at this point. That's exactly what he is. So that's one thing that I will say. But okay, let me go ahead and see if I can get to J-Dog's comment. I will get to some other people in the live chat. Okay, so let me see what J-Dog's saying right now. Holy shit. Okay, this is what you're also saying. She's a good person, but I'm just not a fan of her music. Yep. So one thing that I want to say in regards to that is this is most likely going to be part one of what happened, what's going on with Kadeem, because, one thing that I want to say as of right now is this isn't over. This isn't over, not even one bit, because I would provide some proof when it comes to StreamYard, but unfortunately I can't do that right now, and neither tomorrow. So most likely this upcoming week I will be able to provide proof if I can actually try to find some. So that's one thing that I do want to say. Okay, so now I will get to this new person in live chat, and I do apologize if I'm missing some comment. Okay, here we go. Let me go ahead and see. We've got Miguel. How's it going? Okay, this is what you're saying right now, Miguel. Umbrella, I got my room back. Oh, okay. Well, congratulations, Miguel. I just never thought that you would actually got your room back. I don't even know, but all I can really say as of right now, Miguel, is I do apologize if I haven't got a chance to have a talk with you, but thankfully I'm here now. So you're more than welcome to say your piece in live chat. And if you ever want to try to talk to me behind the scenes, I'd be down to do that, because one thing that I want to say as of right now, Miguel, is I have to thank you that I do believe that I met you in one of the Funny Guy 9000's StreamYard streams. I mean, I could be wrong, but I do appreciate the support. So that's one good thing that I like about you, Miguel, is thanks for supporting my content. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and see if there's gonna be some more people in the live chat really quick. Okay, so let's see who's here. We've got Break Vids. How's it going? Yep. So all I can really say as of right now is welcome to my live chat break. And if you're actually wondering who am I talking about, yes, it's actually him. So I'm not even surprised that he's actually, trying to vent some stuff out. Oh, and by the way, one thing that I did notice when it comes to Kadeem the King is this is the way I see it, is he kept the video up and then all of a sudden in the very next minute he just deleted it. It's like this. He kept it for about like 12 to 24 hours and then it's gone. It's like if you want more people to subscribe to you, then don't delete your content. But he has a habit of doing that, which I'm not even surprised that he likes to be doing that. So yeah, nothing about him just seems to surprise me. Like it honestly isn't at this point. Anyways, let's see what Brick is gonna be saying right now. It's the K word again. So to answer your question really quick, Brick, yes, it's about the K word again. But you could just say his name. It was actually Kadeem the King who, was responsible for it. So yeah. But keep this in mind, this isn't really like I mean, it's like what J-Dog said. This isn't really like a drama gaming stream. This is more or less like a warning gaming stream. So J-Dog can definitely back me up on this one because. One thing that is for sure when it comes to the community that I'm in, well, two communities, is we hold people accountable for their actions. And if certain people do not like that, then that's their own problem, not ours. So that's one thing that I will say. Okay, so let me go ahead and see what Daniel D is going to be saying right now. Umbrella, can I tell you something after this? Sure. You can go ahead and just, let me know. Yep. But one thing that I want to say as of right now is I do appreciate what you're actually saying to me as of right now. Yeah, that's one thing that I want to say to you as of right now, Daniel Z, is you're more than welcome to just let me know whatever that you want to be saying. But I'm gonna go ahead and get to these final comments really quick, and then most likely I'm gonna go ahead. So just give me 1 second really quick. So yeah, just give me 1 second. Yep. Okay. So I do see the comments, and I'm gonna go ahead and get to Brick first, and then I'm gonna go ahead and get to your comments really quick, J Dog. So just give me 1 second, really, so that way I can check it out. Okay. So I do see Brick's comment really quick. Okay. So here it is. Just wanted to pop in for a bit. Bye, Umbrella. Okay then. So all I can really say as of that's one thing that I want to say, and hopefully that some people can actually hear me really quick. So just give me 1 second. So let me just check this out really quick. Okay. So I just want to go ahead and just make sure if there's gonna be some more comments really quick. Okay. So I do see it. So let me go ahead and see if I can get to J Dog's comment really quick, or comments you could say. Okay. So I see it. Let me go ahead and get to J Dog's comments really quick. Ladies and gentlemen, the true mystery of the Venom Spirit community was Kadeem. Let me see what you're all saying right now. Show anyone who is planning on joining this community. That's great. But I'll give y'all a quick warning. Stay far, far away from this goofy ass clown. I can definitely 100% agree with you on this, J Dog. I mean, trust me, I didn't want to make a gaming stream like this, but I just feel like I have no choice because, oh, and get this, like whenever I at least try to have a civil conversation with Kadeem, is he just seems to, to seem not to like me. And I even tried telling him one time, just own up to your mistakes to TD Venom, but does he ever listen to me? No, he honestly doesn't. Let me go ahead and see what Daniel G is going to be saying right now. It's about the stream on Thursday. Oh, all right then. Wait, hold on just a second. Hopefully, I'm not gonna be cut off because that's one thing that I'm not gonna be liking if I get cut off. Okay, so I just want to go ahead and just make sure if, some of you people can actually hear me just loud and clear because I really don't like when that, notification comes out of nowhere. I'm pretty sure that some of you people actually saw it, but I really don't like when that happens. And also, this is one thing that I have been noticing is gaming streams, they take up a lot of internet, unfortunately. So there's nothing we can really do anything about that. Yep. But I'm gonna go ahead and see if there's gonna be some more comments really quick. So I think the first one will be from J Dog, and then the next one will be from Winter King. Okay. First off, let me go ahead and start with J Dog first. This dude is not trustworthy. I agree with you on that. Let's see what Winter King is saying right now. Kadeem would be those whack ass rappers. I'd rather listen to Stage Francis Red V06 and other music genres and artists. Yep. But one thing that is for certain though is I can definitely 100% agree with the both of you on this one. So I think I'm just gonna go ahead and just start with some gameplay walkthrough in just a bit because one thing that is for certain though is thankfully I'm already like venting this stuff out because I had to say my piece. I didn't wanted to I don't think there's not really more for me to say about when it comes to Kadeem the King because, let's be honest, it's like also in one of his videos, wait, give me 1 second. Let me see what Daniel G is saying right now later. Okay. So all I can really say as of right now is Daniel D is if you're trying to tell me something, you could just tell me in the live chat instead of, letting me know behind the scenes. I mean, one thing that I want to say as of right now, Daniel D is we could talk more about this, but unfortunately I might have some things to be doing later, unfortunately, so we might have to try this, a bit later or another time. But I do appreciate if, If you could just say your piece on this, Daniel G. But let me just go ahead and just finish what I need to be saying. So yeah. But there is one thing that I want to be saying in regards to, his video and stuff like that, which I will get to in just a second. But I'm gonna go ahead and get to some comment before I go ahead and get started with some gameplay walkthrough. So give me one particular second. Let me go ahead and see what Winter King is gonna be saying right now. Red Vox has some chill music. Okay, so one thing that I want to say in regards to you, Winter King, is unfortunately I don't know too much about that, but one thing that is for certain though is people just need to wake up and actually realize of what's been going on with this community because, for me personally, I'm doing everything I can to make sure this community stays good and stuff like that. And I actually want to have some new members, but unfortunately, I can't really do that, especially when it comes to one particular community. But I can't really do that because if I try doing that, then knowing Kadeem, he'll just literally start shit with people for no reason. Not only that, but he wants to run the community his way, which, by the way, he is not the leader in this community whatsoever, and he never will be. TD Venom will always be our leader, whether he likes it or not. So let me go ahead and see what Daniel D is going to be saying about this. Anything you want to say to me before I go? Okay, so one thing that I want to say as of right now, Daniel D, is I think I've already said what I needed to say, so I'm just gonna go ahead and get to some gameplay walkthrough because one thing that I want to say as of right now is I'm pretty sure that I'm gonna have some more people that will be backing me up on the situation because one thing that is for certain though is I've got a lot of shit that I want to be saying about this. Okay, so give me one second just to make sure if I can get to some more comments really quick. So I will get to your comment really quick, J-Dog, and yeah. Yep. So yeah. Anyways, I think it's time for me to get started with some gameplay walkthrough. Okay, so yeah. Anyways, without any further ado, let's get started. So let me see which one do I want to select really quick. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and go out really quick, make a jump like that, and I'm gonna go ahead and get to some more comments really quick. Alright, so I'm just gonna go ahead and just get into my car. Okay, so one thing that I want to say as of right now is I'm gonna go ahead and get to some, I think it's finally time for me to get to some more comments really quick, so just give me one second before I can actually, see who is gonna be saying their piece on this. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and see what J-Dog is gonna be saying right now. Never heard of Red Vox. Okay, so one thing that I want to say as of right now is I don't know too much about that, so I do apologize if I happen to miss some comments really quick, but I just got a lot of stuff that I do want to be venting out, and thankfully, one of my subscribers / supporters is actually here, and as of right now, one thing that I have been noticing is even she wants nothing to do with Kadeem the King, and can I honestly blame her? As of right now, I don't blame her whatsoever because, I mean, let's be honest on this, people. Look at the damage that this guy has actually done back in 2023. Like, this is what I think. Like, he thinks that, since TD Venom is gone, he can go ahead and make himself a leader, which, by the way, it doesn't work like that. It's up to the community themselves if they want to decide that. But he doesn't listen. So what do you expect? But anyways, let me go ahead and see what some people are going to be saying right now. Hey, Rage Master, what's up, man? Okay, so let me go ahead and see what you're going to be saying right now. If Spear Dude, Braxton, Lenny wants to be cool with Kadeem, that's fine. I respect that. I mean, one thing that is for certain as of right now is it's up to the both of them if they actually want to be, cool with them. But one thing that I want to say as of right now is I'm not quite sure if they should because you know, I mean, as much as I respect Spirit 21, yes, I do respect him, and yes, he is the leader of both of these communities, which I will be, saying their name. Okay, so he is the leader in this one, the one, as of right now, Umbrella Spirit community, and he's also the leader of Gold Spirit community. But that's one thing that I will say when it actually comes to him in a way. Anyways, let me see who do we have right here in the live chat. We've got Sonia, the scene girl. How's it going? Okay, this is what you're saying right now. The K word is so boring. I don't blame his mom for not liking him. Wait, are you serious? This is actually the first time I'm actually hearing about this. I mean, Sonia, I believe you told me a little bit about that on Instagram, but one thing that I want to say as of right now is if this seems to be the case, then I'm going to say it how it is. Like, yeah, I don't blame his mom for not liking him, but I'm just not the type of person that just tries not to get like other family members involved. But I'm only saying this for context purposes. Like, yeah. But I'm gonna go ahead and see if there's gonna be some other comments really quick. So I might have to skip some because I want to go ahead and get to some other comments really quick. So let me go ahead and see what Daniel G is saying right now. I'm out. Okay. So I'm gonna go ahead and get to some other comments really quick. Yep. But one thing that I want to say as of right now is I just never thought that some people in the live chat are actually agree with me on this, and some of the people in the live chat are actually considering not associating with him whatsoever. And can I honestly blame them? No, I honestly can't. But I'm gonna go ahead and see if I do believe I see a comment from Winter King, I believe. So just give me 1 second just to make sure. So yeah. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and see if I can get to Winter King's comment really quick, if I can find it really quick. So just give me 1 second. Okay, I see it. So this is what Winter King is saying right now. I highly recommend checking them out. Their songs are chill as fuck. So I see. So I'm just gonna go ahead and get to some. Yep. But one thing that I want to say as of right now is to the people in the live chat, you can just say the name. We're not even going to be risking like using letters as of right now. So one thing that I want to say as of right now to some people in the live chat, you can go in and just say the name. You don't have to just say letters anymore, because at this point, I'm only, saying, it's just far better if we just say the name as of right now, because this is a warning stream. So right now, as of right now, let's just not bother using letters. Just say the name, because if he's gonna be triggered, because of this, gaming warning stream, just let him, because he's just proving our point as of right now. But I'm gonna go ahead and see what Rage Master is gonna be saying right now. I don't know if I want to be neutral with Kadeem. He keeps deleting his live stream all the time. Like, come on, Kadeem. That was a good live stream. This is what you also said. That's like a waste of time. I think that's what you meant to say. Yep. But one thing that I want to say as of right now, Rage Master, is I do agree where you're actually coming from. It's like, why would he do that? It's like, if you're going to be making content, just keep it up. But if you're not going to do that, then what's the point of you being a YouTuber? And one thing that I have been noticing when it comes to Kadeem the King is every live stream that I've actually checked out in the past, he always, and I mean literally, he keeps bringing up TG Venom all the time. And it's like getting old at this point. Like, for real. But I'm going to go ahead and see what Winter King is, I believe he's going to be saying. I might stream tomorrow after that no stream from me for the next 2 weeks. Let me see what Rage Master is also is going to be saying about this. Are you going out of time, Winter King? Let me see what Winter King is going to be saying about this. Oh no, I'm just improving my channel. Yep. Oh, by the way, this is also one thing that I do want to be saying though as of right now, and I'm only going to be using this for context purposes. So there is another individual, and I know we don't really like this particular individual, but I will be saying this for context purposes though. But let me just go ahead and just check out all these comments before I get to some new comments really quick. So, yeah. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and see what Sonia is going to be saying about this. Just give me 1 second really quick. Okay, let me see what Sonia is saying right now. I don't blame the K word's mom for not liking him because the K word is boring and a bad influence. Yep, I could definitely agree where you're actually coming from, Sonia, because one thing that is for certain, though, is we had enough of this. And not only that, but whenever we at least try to get into Kadeem's live stream, every live stream that he ever makes is always got to be about TD Venom. It's like, just leave the guy alone. Not only that, but he's focusing on making his music. And I really want him back in this community because we have been strongly supporting him, but people like Kadeem wants to ruin it for us. It's like, why can't we have TD Venom back in this community? We like him just the way he is. He makes music, he keeps it real, and not only that, he is one of the strongest leaders in our community. Like, he honestly is. But let me go ahead and see what Rage Master is, I believe, is going to be saying. Hey, Sonia, I have a question. How can you be a YouTuber as a career if you keep deleting your stream? Let me see what Sonia's going to be saying right now. I don't know, Rage. Yep. But I'm going to go ahead and see if I can get to these final comments because thankfully I've already said what I needed to say, so just give me 1 second. But I would appreciate if some of the comments can be slowed down a little because I want to go ahead and just make sure if I can get to some other comments really quick before I actually get started with this gameplay. I mean, damn, I was not expecting this, like, this many comments. But I'm gonna go ahead and check them out regardless. Okay, so let me just go ahead and get to these 3 comments. Okay, let me see what J-Dog's gonna be saying. I might check out Redvox. Okay, let me saying right now. K-Word would be one of those people who would force people to listen to whack-ass music. Yep. Let me see what Sonia's gonna be saying about this. Yeah, the K-Word's mom doesn't like him. Yep. Okay, so I'm just gonna go ahead and get to some other comments really quick because you people are just awesome really quick, but I would appreciate it if, you know, the comments can be slowed down a bit because I just want to go ahead and just say my part on this. Yep, so just give me 1 particular second really quick, so yeah. Okay, so let me go ahead and see what J-Dog's going to be saying about this. Why are we using letters? Okay, this is what you also said. Let's just say his name. Who cares? Okay, this is what you also said. Just let him cry about us. Yep. So one thing that is for certain though is I have to agree with you people what you're saying in the live chat because what you're actually saying right now is definitely straight up facts really quick. So hopefully I'm almost done with these comments so that way I can go ahead and get started with some more really quick. Yep. So let me see if I can get to J-Dog's next comment or better yet, I think I'm gonna go ahead and get to Rage Master's comment really quick. So yeah, just give me 1 second. Okay, I see it. Let me see what Rage Master is gonna be saying right now. You can't be a YouTuber if you keep delete your live stream. I can honestly back up a Rage Master on this one. It's like for real, you cannot be a YouTuber if you know you keep deleting your content. It's like, who does that? It's like, if you want to make content, then actually make content. But if not, then it's like this. Why are you even on, you know, social media in the first place? Like, that doesn't make any sense whatsoever. it's like either it's like this: either you're with us or you're not with us or whatever. But I'm just like trying to make a point here. I'm just saying it the way it is. But I'm gonna go ahead and see if I can get to some other comments really quick, because one thing that is for certain though is, yep, yep. Okay, so just give me 1 second really quick. Let me go ahead and see what J-Dog's saying right now. The name is already on the title. Yep, it definitely is. But hopefully that I'm almost done with these comments really quick, because you know, you people are just awesome, and I do apologize if I happen to miss some, because you know, I just have like a lot of stuff that I do want to be venting out, you know. So yeah, that's one thing that I want to say. But I'm gonna go ahead and see if I can get to some other comments really quick, because you know, you people are just awesome, and thankfully you're just expressing yourself. So yeah. Okay, so just give me 1 second really quick, because I want to make sure that I don't get like too lost really quick. Okay, so most likely I'll get to Sonya's comment, I'll get to Winter King's comment really quick, so I'm gonna go ahead and do that really quick. Let me go ahead and get to Sonya's comment really quick. Okay, let me see what Sonya's saying right now. Kadeem is such a weirdo, he defends pedos like R. Kelly. Okay, let me see what Winter King's saying right now. Kadeem cries over getting McDonald's. Yep. I could definitely agree with the both of you on this one. I could definitely agree with both Sonya and Witcher King on this one. Yep. Okay. So let me see if I can get to some other comments really quick, because as of right now, like, I never had a gaming stream like this one, like in a long time, where I had like so many people. Yep. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and see what J-Dog is gonna be saying right now. He even allowed a creep on stream. I'm not gonna say that other person's name, because I don't want to give that person attention. So I see. But one thing that I want to say as of right now is I'm not quite sure if I should be saying that particular individual. I'm not even sure. But I'll give you a hint really quick. You know, the first letter starts with the D, and then the last two numbers is 87. I don't think I should be saying the name, but I think you know exactly who I'm referring to. But I even said to myself, why did you allow this certain creep in your own streamer panel? It's like, why? That's gonna make you look bad. And some people would be using that whole guilty to association, or whatever you want to call it. Some people are gonna be using that in a way. Let me see what Sonya is saying right now. Yeah, leave TD Venom alone, Kadeem. Quit bullying him. Let me see what you're also saying. I hate R. Kelly. I like Usher better. Yep. So thankfully, I'm literally almost done with these comments, because, you know, thankfully I'm saying my piece on this as of right now. Okay, so let me see if I can get to Winter King's comment, Sonya's comment, and let's see what other comments I can get to really quick. Okay, so I do see another one from Winter King, and I guess this will be like the last three comments, and then I'm gonna go ahead and get to some gameplay walkthrough, because I've already talked more than enough, and I want to go ahead and just get started really quick. Okay, so let me go ahead and see what Winter King is gonna be saying about this right now. I might consider on making an AI shit on Kadeem sometime soon. Yep. I mean, in all honesty, Winter King, if you honestly want to have a chance to be doing that, then by all means, I can honestly say just go for it. Like, literally, just go for it, because one thing that is for certain though is, since since Kadeem doesn't want to hold himself accountable, especially when it comes to the TD Venom stuff, then we will hold him accountable. Because this is one thing that we're not gonna let slide. Nope, we are not letting this slide whatsoever. So that way he can keep on making live streams on TD Venom, because he should have known to not mess with TD Venom, because TD Venom is one of the most loyalist leaders that I have ever seen, like straight up. Okay, let me see what Sonya's saying right now. Kadeem is scared of TD Venom. I agree with you on that. Let me see what you're all saying. Kadeem defends pedos and he's a wannabe tough guy. Yep. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and get to these last two comments, and then I'm finally going to go ahead and get to some gameplay walkthrough. And I do apologize if I happen to miss some comments, but I don't want to, like, check out every comment, because, let's be honest, like, this is the way I see it as of right now, is this is just, like, it would be too many comments, and I don't want to, like, get too distracted, so it ain't going to happen. So, I'm going to go ahead and get to these last two comments, the first one from Winter King, and then the final one from Sonya. Yep. Okay, so let me see if I can check this out for myself. Okay, so let me go ahead and see what Winter King is going to be saying about this. Okay, here we go. Kadeem is jealous that he wants to leave YouTube and become an whack rapper. All I can really say as of right now, Winter King, is that is actually pretty true, if I do say so myself. Like, it honestly is. Yep, most definitely. But I'm going to go ahead and get to this one final comment from Sonya, and then I'll finally get to some gameplay walkthrough. And I do apologize if I was, just being in the car and just chilling, you could say. So, yeah. But I'm going to go ahead and see if I can check out Sonya's comment, but just give me 1 second so that way I can check this out for myself. Alrighty then, so, yeah. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and see what Sonya is going to be saying, and then I will get started really quick. Okay, so this is what Sonya is saying right now. Kadeem is jealous of TD Venom. I agree with you on that. Okay, anyways, without any further ado, let's go ahead and get started. So, anyways, I think we've already said our piece when it comes to that certain, egotistical scamming princess monster, which, by the way, that name definitely does suit him. You can call him whatever you like. So, yeah. But anyways, how are you people in the live chat? As of right now, I'm actually doing okay for myself. Check me out, I'm drifting through the grass. Oh boy. Look at that. Another motorcycle. Okay, let me see what Sonya's saying right now. I'm doing good, Umbrella. Okay then. Well, that's actually good to hear that you're actually doing good for yourself, Sonya. Yep. But one thing that I want to say as of right now is I'm just not quite sure if this is one thing that I want to say as of right now in regards to this community in general. I mean, oh shoot. My car's on fire. And what do you know? It exploded. Anyways, I can just take a walk really quick. Okay. So, hopefully that some of you people are going to be enjoying this gameplay walkthrough, and keep this in mind, most likely I will be addressing more about this tomorrow in a way, but one thing that is for certain though is don't be surprised if Kadeem happens to make a response and he'll make his quote-unquote diss on me, which, if I'm going to say how it is, his so-called disses are nothing but 5th grade insults. That's how bad they are. Like, really? 5th grade insults? Just wow. It's like... At this point, Kadeem is so predictable. Like, any diss that he'll be doing, let's be perfectly honest about this, people, is they're nothing but 5th grade insults. Like, I'm being for real on this. It's like, in the past, whenever I try to get into his so-called disses, it's like, I'm like, okay, I can't take this clown all that seriously. Because, Let's be for real on this. They're nothing but fifth grade insults, and that is quite sad that his own mother doesn't even like him. Because, in my own personal opinion, he's known for being a drama starter. Like, straight up. Like, the way I see it, he's just nothing but a full-on drama starter at this point. So, yeah, that's one thing that I want to say. Okay, let me see what Sonya's going to be saying about this really quick. Okay, so let me see what Sonya is saying about this. Kadeem acts like a teenager in a grown man's body. Oh boy. That's actually a funny one, Sonya. The one you just said right now. I mean, yeah. Let me watch this. Oh, keep this in mind. This is one thing that I want to say in regards to this town, Vice City. I can't believe it's like we're actually going to be seeing this city like again in GTA 6. If I'm being for real on this, people. Okay, so I'm just gonna go ahead and just chill for a bit. Matter of fact, why don't we go here? Look at that ocean view. Wonder what ocean view is. Well, anyways, people, let's go ahead and find this out for ourselves because this is indeed a safe house. So here we are. Welcome to Ocean View. Let's check this out really quick. Well, anyways, is there going to be any more comments before I'm going to end this in a bit? Because I've already said what I believe I've already said what I need to say. So, yeah. Oh, by the way, this is also one thing that I do want to be addressing is I know at one point Kadeem tried to take control of this community. It's like, what's he going to name it? It's like, what's the whole end game here? King Spear community? That's dumb. Or Gold King, it's like, I don't even know. It's like, I know he was trying to take control of this community at one point. It's like, I think instead of Venice Beer, like, what are you gonna call it? King Spear? But if that's the case, that's dumb. Like, straight up. That is just a dumb name in my own personal opinion. Okay, let me see what Sonya's saying right now. I mean, who takes Kadeem seriously? Nobody. I can honestly agree with you on that, Sonya. Like, completely. I 100% agree with you on that. But check it out. I'm just running around in, you know, Ocean View. Yep. You know, I like the music of this game. GTA Vice City or Grand Theft Auto Vice City, the definitive edition. I don't know. I'm not going to say this game is necessarily, like, all that bad. Like, if I'm being for real on this, but I will give credit where credit is due, you know, that this game at least tried to be somewhat good, you could say. Okay. I think I'm gonna go ahead and just exit this place already. So is there gonna be any more comments? Because I am gonna keep this gaming stream up for a bit, and I'll address more about this tomorrow. Yep. But anyways, before I continue with this, people, I do believe this is what I'm actually hearing as of right now is there was a certain individual that actually gave me some information that at one point, this is just a rumor, but I can't quite confirm it, that according to sources, Kadeem the King was trying to end my friendship to Spirit 21 in a way, but I want to say as of right now, when I found out about this in a way, I was not happy. Like, I'm going to say how it is. I was not happy. As a matter of fact, I was far from happy. I mean, let's be honest. Who would want to do that? I don't like people who are like that, who try to end other people's friendships. Like, if I'm going to say it how it is, that is literally crossing boundaries right there. I mean, that's like saying, I'm only going to say this for content purposes. That's like saying if, you know, wait, let me see what Sonny's saying right now. I also think Kadeem is closed-minded. All he listens to is hip-hop. Exactly. Let's be honest, Sonya, that's what he's known for listening to. He doesn't listen to any other genre besides hip-hop. And not only that, but I believe that one time Kadeem was trying to start drama on TD Venom's one comment session, especially when it comes to his theme song. And keep this in mind, that was only meant for entertainment purposes. If I'm gonna say it how it is, like when TD Venom made that theme song for Kadeem the King, it was just meant for entertainment purposes. Like that wasn't really to bash the guy. It's like there's a difference between bashing someone and actually entertaining someone. But does Kadeem ever understand that? No. That whole theme song, that was literally for entertainment purposes. I'm pretty sure some of you people can actually back me up in the live chat. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and just, you know, play for a bit more because I don't think there's not really more for me to say. Wait, what the heck? Look at that. Look at my car. Yep. So just give me 1 second really quick. So I'm gonna go ahead and just play this for a bit, and yeah. So yeah, I will get to that comment in just a really quick, Sonya. And one thing that I want to say as of right now is I'm pretty sure that actually happened. I think this could date back in, I think it started back in 2023 or sometime this year. I'm not even quite sure, but one thing that I want to say as of right now, Sonya, is I do believe that actually happened at one point. It's like, who would do that? Okay, let me see what Sonya is saying right now. Really? Kadeem tried to end your friendship with you in Spirited 21? Kadeem is such a jerk. Yep. But one thing that I want to say as of right now is it's actually true. That I'm only going to say this for like contact purposes. That's like saying if certain people try to Winter King, I do believe that you're in the live chat, and I'm only going to be saying to you and J-Dog only for content purposes. That's like saying if certain people try to end a good friendship between J-Dog and Winter King, and if that ever happened, I'm pretty sure that both of them would not be happy about this. Like, I'm being for real on this. Winter King, J-Dog, I'm pretty sure both of you can actually back me up on this one, because I'm pretty sure both of you wouldn't be happy if certain people try to end, you know, both of your friendship. That, you know, that will not be good whatsoever. But let me see what Sonya's saying right now. Give me 1 second really quick. Okay, let me see what Sonya's saying right now. Oh, wow, that's awful, Umbrella. Oh, yeah, it definitely is awful. It's like, come on. I have known Spirit 21 for the past like 3 years or so, and then someone in our community wants me to like end my friendship with them, which by the way, it ain't gonna happen whatsoever. I mean, let's be perfectly honest about this. Like, in the past, I've been a very good friend of Spirit 21 than Kadeem will ever be. And do you want to know why? Because I have actually defended the guy for the past 3 years or so. And does Kadeem ever do that? No, he honestly didn't. So that just comes to show you what type of person that he actually is. Like, I just think in my own personal opinion, he don't care about anybody but himself, and he throws his own friends under the bus. That's what I personally think of him. You know, well, Kadeem, of course. Okay, let me see what Sonya is going to be saying right now. Wait, let me see. Okay, Kadeem needs to get his ass kicked for real. Yep. I can actually agree with you on that. Like, what I'm actually saying right now is actually true. Oh, and one thing that I want to say as of right now is I will be addressing another individual, and I'm only going to be using this for context purposes. I'm not going to like bash on this certain individual, but I will be saying his name for context purposes, so yeah. Whoa, you hear that? Some gunshots. Oh shoot, you saw that? Let me see if I can get the weapon. Nah, unfortunately, I'm not gonna be able to do that. Okay, so let me just go ahead and just keep playing for a bit. Let me see what Winter King is, I believe, gonna be saying. Tommy got the Michael virus. Okay. I'm not quite sure what you mean by that, Winter King and me. I will say that was somewhat funny, but okay. But I know you're trying to be funny, you're trying to make it a good time, which I do appreciate, Winter King. So, yeah, that's one thing that I want to give you credit for. That at least you're trying to make my, live chat all entertaining. So, okay. So, I will say this though. I'm not gonna be. I will say his codename. So when it comes to, I guess you could say Delivery Boy, and I'm pretty sure you know who that is. And I will be saying his name for content purposes. So I'm not gonna like bash on him like whatsoever because I don't really hate the guy whatsoever. But you could say that he does have a habit of flip-flopping his own friends. Like I don't necessarily hate him whatsoever, but I will be saying his, wait, let me see what Sonya is going to be saying. Or I believe she's going to say, I remember one time, 2 years, Kadeem called me the B word. Wait, what? Are you actually serious right now, Sonya? Wait, are you being for real on this? Because one thing that I want to say as of right now, Sonya, is if I actually find out about this, all I can really say right now is I might consider just making a live stream calling out this, this particular scamming princess. Because one thing that is for certain though is if Kadeem is the type of person that's not going to hold himself accountable, then we will hold him accountable. And not only that, but he should not be welcome in this community whatsoever. Like, for real. So one thing that I want to say as of right now, Sonya, is thankfully you have some really good friends as of with us. So it's like this. Forget Kadeem. You have us. Let me see what Sonya's saying right now. Yep. Let me see what Sonya's saying. Let me see what J-Dog is saying right now. Just wow. Let me see what you're also saying, J-Dog. Man, he has no room to talk to you like that. Let me see what Sonya is also saying as of right now. He called me the B word on Instagram. Let me see what J-Dog's saying right now. Wait, never mind. Okay. But one thing that I want to say as of right now is I think it's finally time for me to get to this certain individual, because one thing that I will say as of right now is, at least for this individual, which I will be saying his name in just a bit, at least he never, yes, I may have some issue with him in the past, but at least he never made things personal towards me. Okay, let me go ahead and... Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and get to Brian Delivers You the Goods right now. So one thing that I want to say is, and I do apologize, but I'm only going to say that for content purposes. So when it comes to Brian Delivers You the Goods, is one thing that I will give him credit for, where credit is due, is at least he never made things personal towards his community. Yes, he did flip-flop, but... and stuff like that, but at least he never made things personal with any of the leaders, and that goes in regards to TD Venom, Jackal Gold Kick, and finally Spirited 21. So that's one thing that I will give him credit for. But to be honest, if I was forced to have a civil conversation between Brian or Kadeem, at this point I would rather just have a civil conversation with Brian, because I'm just saying my piece how it is. But, but hopefully you people can understand where I'm actually coming from. And I do apologize if I happen to bring his name up, but I'm only saying his name only for, like, context purposes. I know he can't be really trustworthy, but, at this point, I would rather take him than Kadeem. I'm just saying it how it is. Yep. Alright, so I'm just gonna go ahead and just, play just for a little bit more, and then I think I'm just gonna go ahead and just call it a day. Alrighty then, so check this out. It's actually a maze where I'm at right now. Yep. Okay, so I think I might get another car. Wait, oh, she was gonna crash? Apparently it did. I'm gonna jump in the water. Goodbye, crew world. Do no 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 do no 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 Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and see if I can get to some more comments in the live chat. So I'm just gonna go ahead and just, you know, see what some other people are gonna be saying, and then I'm finally gonna go ahead and end this because there's nothing more for me to be saying as of right now because I do believe that I've already said what I needed to say. Yep. So just give me 1 second really quick. But one thing that I want to say in regards to you, Sonya, is I do apologize if Kadeem actually mistreated you this way, but that is something we're not going to tolerate whatsoever. We're not. But I'm going to go ahead and see what J-Dog is going to be saying. Okay, let me see what J-Dog is saying right now. Wow, bro, don't treat a woman like that. Let me see what you're also saying. Like, you don't treat a woman like that. Let me see what Sonya is saying right now. Thank God I blocked him. Okay, let me see what Sonya is saying right now. Thanks, Umbrella.
Oh, come on, please. Sort it out amongst yourselves. What is this? Hey. I gotta get out of here. I gotta get to work.
Okay. So I'm gonna go ahead and see if I can get to these other comments really quick from Winter King and some other people really quick. So I just want to make sure. Yep. So I just want to make sure. Okay. So let me go ahead and see what Winter King is gonna be saying about this. I'm glad I blocked this scumbag Princess douche Kadeem way back last year. Yep. Let me see what Sonic gonna be saying right now. Exactly. It's disrespectful. Yep. So one thing that I want to say as of right now is thankfully you people are just saying like the absolute truth in live chats. Or yeah, the absolute truth. So yeah. But anyway, I'm gonna go ahead and just end this game stream in just a bit because I don't think there's not really more for me to say, you know, about this because I do believe I've already said my part on this, and most likely this could be considered part 1. I might consider making a part 2 on this one, mostly on Batman Arkham Knight. So yeah. Okay, so just give me 1 second and I will get to Sonya's comment really quick. So just give me 1 second so that way I can check it out. Okay, let me see what Sonya's saying right now and then J-Dog. Okay, let me see what Sonya is saying right now. Fuck Kadeem. He's a bully, bro. Let me see what J-Dog is going to be saying about this right now. Yeah. Screw him. Okay. So anyways, without any further ado, I'm going to go ahead and play this for a bit. So yeah, here we go. Okay. So which way should I go? And as a matter of fact, let's go to the gun shop. Yeah, let's go to the gun shop real quick to see what type of, you know, guns there are. Here it is. The good old ammunition. Okay, let's take a look. That looks like a revolver. This looks like a machine gun. Here's a powerful shotgun. And this one's like an M4, so basically an assault rifle. Or we got this one, sniper rifle. Or how about this one? Body armor. Let me see what Rage Master is going to be saying right now. I might unsubscribe his YouTube channel. Okay, so in all honesty, Rage Master, I think it's a good idea if you do that because let's be for real on this. He's not going to change. He even said on his one video, "Oh, I'm gonna do whatever the F I want." All right then, that's cool with us. We want nothing to do with you anyway, Kadeem. Since you have that mentality, we want nothing to do with you. Plain and simple. And if you don't like that, then that's your problem, not ours. So yeah, that's one thing that I want to say in regards to that. And I do believe that Sonya told me about this one time that I think her and the Funnigan 9000 is going to consider making a warning video. You know what? I think I might consider joining because I want to say my piece on Kadeem. You know, I'm saying if this warning video is going to happen, I want to say my part. I want to say my part. So yeah, that's one thing that I will say. But thankfully, as of right now, I actually have like real actual friends that do care about me. And that's one thing that I will be saying. Wait, give me 1 second. Should I? Okay, you know what? I'm gonna jump in the water. Okay, here we go again. All I can really say as of right now is that doesn't get old whatsoever. Like, if I'm gonna say it how it doesn't get old at this point. Like, it honestly doesn't. Okay, let me go ahead and see what Asanya is saying. Yes, okay. Let me see what J-Dog's gonna be saying right now. If he diss us, I wouldn't care. Let me see what Asania's saying right now. I care about Umbrella. Let me see what Rage Master's saying right now. Me too, Sonya. Umbrella is awesome. Okay, so anyways, I think I've already said what I needed to say in regards to this gaming, yeah, this gaming stream. So I don't think there's not really more for me to say as of right now because I do believe that I've already said my part more than enough. So I think I'm gonna go ahead and just end this gaming stream in a bit. And yeah, there's nothing more for me to say about this as of right now. So yeah, that's one thing that I want to say to the people that are watching this as of right now. So anyways, I'm gonna go ahead and end this gaming stream in about like 1 minute because there's nothing more for me to talk about as of right now because I've already said my piece. And yeah, that's one thing that I do want to be saying as of right now. So if I happen to miss the majority of your comments, I do apologize, but most likely there should be like another gaming stream about this. That way I can talk about this, but it's not gonna be like too long. This one was a bit long, but not too long. So anyways, the final part that I want to say in regards to my one last thing that I want to say in regards to Kadeem the King is screw you for trying to mess this community up because you need to be hold accountable for your actions, Kadeem. Anyways, I'm gonna go ahead and end this game stream because I've already said what I need to say. Anyway, thank you for watching this dope game stream that I was currently doing now. So give this game stream a thumbs up, and I will see you in the next upcoming game stream. Bye, everyone.